Hello, my name is Ines Brooks. I'm a security consultant who specializes in network risk management. I have been tasked with analyzing your company's network and creating a report on the areas that need additional processes and procedures. This is the agenda for the presentation. I will give an executive summary, including an overview of the situation and our analysis. Then I will discuss the results, helpful charts, and recommendations based on the identified vulnerabilities. At the end, I will provide a designated time for questions. TRS security personnel discovered a possible attack on the network about 3 months ago. It was concluded that despite an attempt, no data escaped the environment, nor did the threat install any other harmful software. Since all the administrators have the same degree of access, it is unclear what the threat had access to or which account was vulnerable. The software was not whitelisted. The main concern is the data inputted into these devices' software programs. My team is qualified to undertake this project since I specialize in network risk management. The network administrator has a deep understanding of network infrastructure and the common vulnerabilities. The system administrator can surely configure systems to prevent software exploitation. The security engineer can access risk, continuously monitor threats, and implement security measures using advanced tools and techniques. Together, we will identify and report current vulnerabilities and the risks and gather requirements to secure the software in the environment. The assessment dates are from January 8th to March 4th, 2025. To discover the vulnerabilities, we used manual testing, observation, and automated testing. The specific software used was Nmap, Nessus, Dratis, and AWS Threat Composer. We also generated a vulnerability tracking book, an issue tracking report, and a requirement analysis reports. Moving forward with that designated network security professionals carry some risks. Your current team is more focused on deploying software than securing it, and they lack formal processes for properly managing all hardware and software within the company. The benefits of working with us include a detailed vulnerability management scanning that covers basic, advanced, host discovery, and web application tests. The vulnerabilities will be recorded in Vulnerability Tracking Book. We provide recommendations for each of the vulnerabilities identified as well as frameworks to consider such as PCI and HIPAA. In addition to that, we will identify threat sources, prerequisites, potential threat actions, threat impact, impacted assets, priority levels, CVSS-V3, and the threat scores, and which security objective, confidentiality, integrity, or availability will be compromised. Mitigation will be developed based on what action could be performed to reduce risk. All this information will be maintained on dashboards. This chart shows a sample group of vulnerability divided by severity levels. The majority of them are in the moderate group. Some recommendations for the high priority risks include implementing web application firewall rules, validating HTTP request headers, and upgrading AIO HTTP and Log4j. For the medium priority risks, the recommendations are removing any expired or self-signed certificates, verifying the certificate chain, upgrading Apache, CARS, and Trivy, reviewing authentication settings, monitoring memory usage, restricting access to configuration files, disabling directory listing, and using proper file permission. Finally, for the low priority risk, T-Rex need to disable weak ciphers, update the configuration file, and upgrade Action Mail. The main observations regarding T-Rex practices are the potential issues caused by the use of self-signed certificates, weak web directory permissions, and the lack of HTTP security headers. The top priorities for business and customer security are to upgrade, patch, review, and update critical software components. In terms of operational security controls, T-Rex needs to replace and trust its SSL certificates, restrict access to web directories, and implement monitoring and logging. To enhance system security overall, there is a requirement for strict access control policies, regular security audits, and penetration testing. Here are the references used for this analysis. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.